Hey students, nice to see you. We have a very important topic to learn today. It is slope of a line. So I've made this slide here to try to introduce it. There we go. Slope of a line, and that equals rise over run. But that might not mean much to you so far. The slope of a line is a measure of the steepness of a line, a measure of steepness. So if a line is going like that, it is steeper than a line at that angle. You can measure the steepness of a line by remembering rise over run. And what that means is the rise is the vertical change, the run is the horizontal change. Let me explain that just a little better with these lines down here. Say line A, line B, line C, line D, and then this line over here was just a mistake. Okay, I'm going to erase those though. All right, look at line A right here. What is the rise? How much is the vertical change compared to the horizontal change? Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. So the rise is 4 units up, and then the run is how many units of horizontal change in the positive x direction. So that is 1 unit over. The slope of the line equals 4 units up divided by 1 unit over. This is a ratio of the vertical change to horizontal change, but I like to remember it easily as rise over run. Rise over run. Okay, let's keep going. Let me erase a few things to keep it clean. Okay, next line. What is the vertical change? And I'm just going to use an S for slope to make it easy on me. The vertical change is 1 unit. You can see it goes 1 unit up. And what is the, I'll put that there. What is the horizontal change? The run, 1, 2, 3 units over. We're going from a point where it crosses the grid axes to another point where it crosses the grid axes because that makes it easier to count. We don't want to measure from here to here. Those points don't cross the grid, so it's harder to count. What exactly is that number? The slope of this line is 1 over 3. That means the ratio of the rise to the run. 1 unit up, 3 units over. Okay, try this one. What is the slope of this line here? You could look at it from this point R to this point S and count the rise as 2 units up and the run as 2 units over. You get 2 over 2 for the slope, and that is correct. But it's easier just to look at the nearest point where it crosses the grid axis. So then you would get 1 unit up and 1 unit over, and that's 1 over 1, which is equal to 2 over 1, 2 over 2. 2 over 2 equals 1 over 1. Both of these simplify. The slope of this line equals 1. The ratio of rise to run equals 1. Let's try another line. This line is going down. From left to right, it is going down. How do you measure that? You'll need to use negative numbers. So what is the rise? Always go left to right. 2 units down, 1 unit over because it crosses the grid here. So 2 units down, say -2, and then 1 unit over. The slope of this line equals -2. And you know what? You could measure that differently and get the same answer if you go from point to point. 4 units down, 2 units over. Write the slope as -4 over 2. But when you simplify that, that is also -2. Okay, don't forget how to calculate the slope of a line. It is rise over run. don't forget, okay? I'm going to clear my screen and show you a new line. Oops, that's not very clear. This is what I want. I'll just move those aside. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line, really long line. Okay. I'm just going to put, oops. Gosh, I'm not so good at using multiple pointers, am I? Okay. There's the line, and now I do want to have some grid points here. Okay, no, I don't like that there. There. I like that there. What is the slope of this line? Remember, slope equals rise over run, and you need to find points that cross the axes of the grid to help you know the exact number there. Okay, so we'll start from here. Always start from left to right. How many times does it rise until it crosses the axes again? Well, it doesn't cross again until we get here. So let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units over. What is the slope of this line? It is rise over run. 8/7. And that's kind of hard to reduce, isn't it? So just leave it like that. That is a fraction in its lowest form. Leave it there. Slope equals 8/7. Okay, good job, guys. Do not forget slope. You need to know it for a long time. And it's on the tests, quizzes. You'll see it 1,000 more times in geometry and high school algebra, even calculus. So don't forget slope. Slope equals rise over run. Rise over run. Okay, good job, guys. Now, I'll just see what's going on with the SpaceX Starlink launch. You can see those satellites are happily in orbit and spreading out nicely. In the future, Starlink satellites will provide Wi-Fi networks for remote areas. I don't know, I think it could be a little controversial. How many satellites do we really need in the sky? You see 4 in this picture, but they have hundreds of them. Look here, satellites launched. 715 is how many they've launched. I don't know if that's, yeah, that must be the total number they've launched, and it says functional in orbit is 679. What does that mean? Have about 25 satellites failed already? They only started launching a year and a half ago. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.